Welcome to American Noble. I'm about to change this audio, so hopefully it doesn't fuck up the entire audio for the stream, and suddenly I'm out of sync with the picture. And even if it's like slightly out of sync, it's like, you know, I think most people have a pretty clear idea, like, oh, that's out of sync, even if it's very slightly. And that's actually a good way to test your might, test your focus, right? Check the previous video for the booby trap I have for any salesman. But yeah, so what I'm saying is I am putting in our Tony Robbins tape. Now, this Tony Robbins tape is going to be going for about 20 minutes, and then I may get back on this headphone in terms of what's going on for the video game. But right now, I've got my 4th listen maybe out of 5 for today of Tony Robbins subliminal audio. So let's do it. All right. And I had started at, left off, actually the batteries went away at like 10 minutes on the second track out of 2 here. So we're not that far from good. Okay, can you still hear me? I hope so. So what I might do is go to, go get some hot water in here, or even some coffee. I don't have a lot of like food right now, nor do I have a lot of just anything. Well, I have a lot of stuff, but I don't have like a lot of food or drink stuff. But what I do have is fucking the ability to make hot water. I like hot water. It's, you know, if you fucking, why not drink hot water, man? Because it's cool. It's as if you're drinking tea, just like if you do this. It's as if you're smoking, and perhaps it's actually more effective and better for you than smoking. I mean, one might say, well, of course it's better for you. Maybe, maybe not, but it might be the same fucking deal. It might literally be this. Every dollar you may have ever spent on cigarettes, perhaps it would have literally been just for this, with or without the cigarette. With or without a cigarette. That would be it, right? Okay. So we're playing Contra right now. I've got this Contra collection, one of the many great collections I have on my PS4. Maybe I'll put them all, I'll load them all onto the system one day and just be like, I've got all the collections ready to play right now. But, you know, from the PS Plus purchases and whatever. I don't know if I have any of them in physical copy. Well, except for Marvel vs. Capcom Collection 2, which is great. But, yeah, I don't know if I have any of those in physical copy. But, you know what, I want to let go for a second here. Let's not be a slave to... You don't want to be a slave to anything, and right now I'm sort of being a slave to, like, not letting go. As strange as this may look, just anything that's going on around you, fuck it, man, who cares? Are you gonna let it control you or not? Now here's the thing, it may feel like it's barging in. There's a good Tony Robbins thing for that. I'll actually show you. I'll literally show you if it's here. Oh, you know what? I don't think it... Yeah, oh, here it is. Now, it may feel like it's barging in. I'm not sure that could be the case or not. Maybe it can be, because Eckhart Tolle has a thing in A New Earth where he talks about negative energy kind of hopping onto him and then hopping onto the guy in the wheelchair at the restaurant. So maybe it could just glom onto you by itself. But Tony says here, nothing, and he also says that these beliefs, or beliefs in general, he's like, I used, you know, in one of these Personal Power 2 tapes, or CDs, audio sessions, he's like, let's go until 48 at least, or 45 or something like that. 55, let's do 55 at least. Tony Robbins is like, hey man, I used to really care about whether the beliefs were accurate. It's like, that's not true, that is true. I think that's where Tony Robbins maybe went astray. He might say, well, that's where I found my freedom. I don't want to have freedom from caring about honesty. Actually, let's fucking start this in a real way. Celebrating truth, love, and beauty. All right, there you go. Celebrating truth, love, and beauty. That's the introduction. I could have said that at the beginning. Whatever. We'll let it go. Let it go. Let go. See down there? If there was an underline there, it'd be perfect. But let go. Celebrating truth, love, and beauty. Okay? Whatever, perfect or not. So I think Tony Robbins may have gone astray by saying, I'm going to go with the utility of beliefs rather than necessarily if they're true or not. And then, of course, in Unlimited Power, one of the very memorable chapter titles is The 7 Lies of Success. I remember looking at that and being like, the lies of success. And it's like, he says, well, yeah, it's, you know, you could look at it as him being more honest. He's like, these aren't necessarily true, but they are beliefs that you can follow. Now, I'd like to keep the beliefs true. I'd like to have empowering beliefs, or I'd like to have ways of looking at things that are really helpful, but also not go into error just for utility's sake. That might be where Tony Robbins ends up quoting fucking Bertrand Russell and shit, because he doesn't care about the truth so totally, right? Maybe not. I think Tony Robbins seems to me, from this tape set and elsewhere, in some ways he seems like an uncommonly caring about what's fucking going on guy. He criticizes psychiatry and shit all like a fucking Richard Bandler does, right? But anyway, Tony. Nothing has any power over me other than that which I give it through my conscious thoughts. Now that might actually be a statement of truth. Like that might literally be a true statement. Nothing has any power over me other than that which I give it through my conscious thoughts. You might say, well, what if someone hits you physically? I don't know. People say, you know, thoughts are things. Perhaps if you didn't have some conscious, and even conscious, some conscious thought that predicated that, perhaps it wouldn't have happened. But in a more general sense, you could at least say, how could nothing have any power over me other than that which I give it through my conscious thoughts? And I would actually say that I give it through my conscious thoughts. How can we do that? How can we let go of that? How can we let go of it here, now? Okay, how do we do that? How do we do it so it's done? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's fucking let go. Go. I gotta tell you, there are plenty of fucking people around you who don't have your best interests in mind, or they think that they do, but they actually are following lies because they skipped the truth part and they went to what they thought was care or beauty, and so they're actually not clear about what the truth is, and then they think it's a loving act to do something to you, and it's actually like it could potentially be really deleterious and literally based in lies. I mean, oh man, that's bullshit. That's impossible. It's like what? Somebody couldn't have a wrong idea about something and then treat you in a way accordingly? Of course that could happen. I imagine it could. I don't know. As Bandler or Robbins might say, NLP or NAC, I maybe hallucinate that it could, or as a James True, actually. By the way, all three of them don't seem particularly concerned with truth. I love a lot of the stuff all three of them have done. And James True, for example, has been a huge fucking advocate of mine in a little bit of a strange way. Like, not like a strange way, but like he's actually been an advocate of me personally. I don't want to get too much into it, but, you know, I give a lot of respect and appreciation to James True. But he is always, or not always, but for a while, he was talking very frequently about, well, everyone's a liar. You know, everyone's always lying, you know. Or like, oh, if you don't admit that you're lying, then that means you're a liar. It's like, I don't think I fucking buy that. In fact, I think that's where one starts to go astray, and then one starts to potentially defend people doing evil. And I'm not saying that James True is evil. I'm not saying Tony Robbins or Richard Bandler are evil. I'm not giving them my, you know, I'm not saying I know them, that I know any of them personally, or at least very well at all. What I am saying, though, is that, man, you are surrounded by fucking evil. You are surrounded by negativity, and I bet you the least likely thing you are to have around you is someone who gives a shit about what's true. I mean, really gives a shit. That's why we say here, celebrating truth, love, and beauty, and in that order. Celebrating truth, love, and beauty in that order. Because if you're not honest, then whatever you term love you could literally be killing a baby and calling it love. Literally. And people do that like probably every day, and then certainly, oh, they do that every day? Yeah, it's called abortion. But, oh, that's not a baby. Okay, fine. You know, all the same fucking body parts you have. Oh, it magically becomes a person after that? Fuck you. And I shouldn't even say the word abortion. That's a euphemism. So people literally kill babies, I think, probably every day, at least through that, and also babies after they've been born, as if there's a huge fucking difference. But, oh yeah. Oh, Matt, there's a huge difference. What? So literally a minute before the baby is born, after 9 months of pregnancy, that baby is, a minute before, that baby is totally different from a minute later when it's out of the body. That's fucking magical thinking, man. You want to talk about religious magical thinking? That's fucking magical thinking. You know, there's no fucking, it's like there's no excuse for that, but really there's no rationale for that. It's just someone who doesn't care about the truth. And then they might turn around and say it's a loving thing to say that everyone gets to kill all their babies. It's like, I'm no fan of government, man, but it ain't no fucking loving thing to kill the most innocent person possible. At least in terms of what they've done here, like in this incarnation or whatever, if there is any other one. It's like that person's as innocent as possible. Well, what if they were conceived through rape? Did they do it? Are you going to hit them with the sins of literally the sins of the father? I'm not saying that it's a good thing that people get conceived through rape, but I'm going to what you throw out right away, and I'm going to it right away and saying that person didn't rape anybody. That person was conceived through that. And that's a horrific situation for everybody involved. Everybody involved. One could say especially the mother. One could say especially the child. I wouldn't necessarily say especially the man, right? If it's rape, unless there was a mother raping somebody. But then she probably wouldn't want to kill the baby, right? Unless she just wanted to kill the baby anyway. What I am saying, though, is that that's fucking horrific. And I will acknowledge that that's horrific. And yet, I also am honest enough to say, does that baby deserve to die? No. Jeez, no. You might say, well, the man deserves consequences or whatever. Okay, you can certainly talk about that stuff. Does the baby deserve to die? No. Jeez, no. I mean, unless you say, like, the sperm themselves, in some way you could say the sperm themselves were sent out as attackers, but those, like, unless you're going to give a lot of thought to these sperm know that this is a rape situation and blah, 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 and so they are exactly, it's like, those sperm don't, I would imagine that those sperm might not know what the fuck's going on. They're shot out and they're going for the egg. And so, are you going to blame the baby for something horrible happening to the mother? If you do, then I don't think you have very high moral standards. Okay. So let's let go a little more though. And yeah, we're past where we were at the Tony Robbins CD, so we're on our course to the end of the 4th listen. And then I only have 1 listen to go. I set myself a big job listening to it's like a 72-minute CD 5 times a day or something around that time. 5 times a day. For these 2 days of the weekend. And those are both weekend days. And I'm actually, even though I don't have a job, like I'm chilling more on the weekend days than I have been on the weekdays, but not today, not yesterday, not in terms of this. But let's let go, man. Anything around you, too. Any negative person around you, any person practicing negativity. I don't know if I'd want to call anyone a negative person inherently. Any person practicing negativity, believing in lies, whatever, sending you bad fucking vibes and saying, like, I hate you, or even saying angrily, I love you, to try to shut you up or to try to make you feel differently or act differently than... and I'm not saying that anything you do is like necessarily good, but if somebody's like saying something to you in an angry way, but the words are supposed to be nice, but they're saying it in a way that's trying to like shut you down, in a way that's like not particularly caring. Just because somebody says fucking nice words doesn't mean they're doing something nice. Somebody could say I love you and fucking hit you in the face, right? That doesn't mean that they fucking love you or that they're being nice. So, whatever. Any negative person around you though, any shit going on, how about you try to you can let go of it? Why not? Or are they forcing that on you? Because I came up with a good way of phrasing it. Oh, wait a second. That's in the other room. That might be, you know what? It's fucking worth it. I'll be right back. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is all stuff, or 3 of these are things based on the personal power 2 stuff, or at least one of them is. But then a couple of them were sort of part of that. But here's a good one, and I think, because this was like sort of like replacing a limiting belief with a positive one. And again, I'm not a big fan of like believe. Check it out, James True, the power of, or the technology of belief rather. I'm not a big fan of belief because sort of by definition, belief is you putting something forward that you are buying into without like having concluded it. Like you believe it, you don't conclude it. Now I'm not saying don't use positive thinking. I'm not saying, don't like sort of have a sense of like, attracting a good outcome or whatever. I'm not necessarily bad-mouthing faith but what I am saying is, you know, I'm not a big fan of bearing false witness either, and his belief not bearing false witness. Okay, so let's see. But this one, it might just be more of a statement of reality, or it might be like more of an assessment. I cannot be affected by anyone unless they make me comply with them. How about that? I cannot be affected by it, and it's sort of, the spirit of it is emotional. I cannot be affected by anyone unless they make me comply with them. And can somebody make you emotionally comply with them? Now here's the thing, if it's like the Eckhart Tolle thing where negativity can literally sort of be lurking in a room, whatever, it's an entity or it's not conscious or it is, demon, whatever. If it's an Eckhart Tolle type thing like that where negativity can literally like hop onto you, and then if it's not hurting you, it can hop onto someone where you go, and then that person runs his wheelchair into a waiter, and then the waiter comes by after he's gone or whatever's going on, and the waiter says, "Are you responsible for this?" And he looks at Eckhart Tolle, and Eckhart Tolle is like, "Well, I did bring the fucking negative energy in with me, right?" But so maybe the negative energy is external. Maybe there is, what I'm saying here is, maybe there is some reality to it, separate from you're attaching to it or not. But Eckhart Tolle, I don't think he was feeling as, I don't think he was as burdened with whatever was floating around in that scenario. If this actually happened, of course, you know, that being, you know, if this is the case, I don't think he would have been as burdened as the wheelchair guy ended up being. And so it's like, even if the negativity is there, are you going to let it dominate you, or are you going to maybe let go of it? Because as I said in another video, what, can somebody truly take anything away from you or add anything to you? Like in terms of inherently? Like somebody could take your arm, they could take your fucking coffee mug away, whatever. They could take shit from you, maybe. But could somebody inherently, and that's as if to say like anything actually belongs to you. It's like, yes, your arm's attached to you, but if it leaves you and suddenly you no longer have it, like was it inherently a part of you? Yeah, physically, you know, and I want to go right to the extreme. If you want to make an extreme argument, I'll go to the reductio ad absurdum right with you. Your arm, we'll go to the furthest end of it, or a further end of it. You know, can you say you own your arm? What, like, I'm not sure that there is such a thing as ownership, really. But what I am saying is that, you know, somebody could take shit away from you, or take shit that you had or you considered yours, but can they add anything or subtract anything, add anything to or subtract anything from you inherently? Can they add anything to or subtract anything from you? You, really? I don't know. I don't know that it is. Know that it is that way. I don't know. Let go. Let's let go, though. Let go. Wait. Okay, and soon we're actually going to play the game. But I think I got through a lot of good stuff here. And you know what? Right now I'm going against what I say. I'm fucking with the program right now. I could let go more. I'm feeling kind of burdened and kind of led around on a fucking leash right now a little bit. And not necessarily an intuitive one, but like perhaps a negative one. Perhaps one, let's just say, that didn't originate with me. But it's trying to lead me around, but I don't have to follow it. You can't push me around, right? You can't push me around. It's like, well, Matt, what are you letting go to? Well, you can get to sort of a place where you feel kind of clear, and then that doesn't mean that you won't feel burdened again or whatever, but still, that doesn't mean that you won't be attached again, but maybe at least you get to a certain point. Oh, this is the original arcade one. You know what? Maybe let's do like a little run of this, but then let's go to the NES one. I don't like this bullshit where they make the start button into this. Why not have the start button be the start button and have this this newer, unusual button be the, like, super menu button? Oh, maybe that is the start, whatever. Okay, maybe this game got it right. I'm glad if it did, actually. What do you mean, got it right? I mean, got it in a way that seems to make sense. I didn't know those explosions could kill me. That's great. Fuck, dude. No. Don't hurt me, please. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is a fun fucking game. This is fun. And don't forget that you can duck. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh, that changed its fucking... That changed its submodality there. Whatever. It changed its direction. Okay. Yeah, look at this fucking game. This is slightly different from the NES version. I guess it's actually technically better graphically. Oh, you know what? I only wanted to go until it continues. So now how do we get out of it? Oh no, I don't want to fuck. Oh, that's a good. Oh wait, so we can just put cheats on anyway. Okay. Can we? Because you can do the Contra code in this as well, or the Konami code. Freudian. Okay, Super Contra, but that's still the arcade. And then there's the NES. That's the one we know. Okay, hold on. As funny as this may seem, this maybe is the most important thing you could do. And the most important thing I could do. Not playing video games, I mean, necessarily, but letting go. Because I'll tell you what, just like most of the people around you, especially the ones you don't like probably, well, if you're inverted, then maybe you don't like the honest people. But most of the people around you who are in their own little club of evil, saying hi to each other and shit, they're not honest, most likely, but they're also probably not letting go. Much, very much at all. No, you don't have to let go with your hands up. That's funny though. Put your hands up in the air. Okay, let's do another path. Let's see what we can do. Let's do the Tony. Yeah, I think letting go is a more direct way there. And your mind will like play tricks on you. It'll be like, or like something. It'll say like, all right, like you're good. You'll get the sense of like, okay, I've let go, and I better stop. And it's like, what's telling you to stop? But you might also get to a point of like clearing for now, and it's like, well, do I have to sit here and let go of everything? If I sat here and let go of everything, that would probably be the best thing I ever could have done. But if I'm like doing something, am I then required to try to sit here and let go of everything every time? Because then you become maybe a slave to that. And believe me, I've fucking been there. Okay, I think I got a bit of a clear. And I am gonna go get some hot water soon, actually. I'll probably set that up, like, in the next few minutes. Like Jesus says, though, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Don't tell people you're gonna do anything, because you don't know if you're gonna end up fucking doing it. Maybe somebody will, like, physically stop you. And then you told somebody something that didn't pan out as true. It may have been it may have come from a place of thinking that, you know, it may have come from a place of sincerely desiring to do whatever you said you were going to do, but it's sort of bearing false witness. It is bearing false witness because you don't know if you're actually going to make it to do anything. You could die, you know? Maybe, hopefully not, I don't know, but you could die and then you don't end up doing something, and it's like, well, you were bearing false witness in the first place before you died or not, whether you followed through or not, because you could have died. You didn't know, unless you had some intuition somehow. But it's like, I don't know. shit breaks down when you start thinking of it that. It's like, oh, could I possibly have an intuition that I was definitely going to do something, and could it possibly not be bearing false witness to say I am going to do this? It's like, perhaps there's no way to say that effectively, at least unless you're on a different level or something, that's not bearing false witness anyway. Okay. So I'm gonna do a couple things, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna. Literally, the first fucking thing I say is I'm gonna do, right? But let's because that's I don't like the term goals necessarily, because as Chiron last powerfully pointed out, goals, that word comes from jails. Jails apparently used to be spelled with a G, G-A-O-L-S. If you didn't think it was close enough. And if that's the case, then, well, of course goals are jails, because you are jailing yourself. In fact, Tony Robbins says, I think in literally day 10, or day 12, whatever, or day 14, whatever, literally the second Friday, so-called, of Personal Power 2, or one of those days in the second week anyway, Tony Robbins says something like, he specifically says, beliefs are there to, like, they cause a level of discomfort, or he talks about, like, how beliefs basically, or like goals rather, goals are there to sort of have you not be totally satisfied with what's going on. Does that not sound like a jail? It's there to have you not be satisfied, and he's like, well, you know, then you'll be likely to change things and make things better. I'm not saying not to do that, but in my RPG life stuff, I've phrased goals as quests. You know why? Oh, in fact, I'll show you. Quest. Here you go. In case you think I'm just fucking making this shit up on the fly. Quest. I've phrased them as quests because a quest isn't necessarily a jail. A quest might be something that you want to go on. It's not saying I'm definitely going to achieve, I'm definitely going to finish this quest. It's a quest. You don't know what's going to happen. But it's also not necessarily a jail. It's more of a direction. Quests for it. So. Alright, so first of all though, let's, oh boy. And I am coming back, if one of my friends on here, actual friends, not, well, I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, we're friends, but like you're my friend, okay, whether you say it or not. But like one of the people on here whom I've had good interactions with, he's looking for me to play RDR2 tonight. I am playing RDR2 tonight. Whether or not you show up, sir. Not to say that he wouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, I said I'm going to do it, so I am going to do it. And even that, you can get stuck in that, because, oh, I said I was going to do it, right? What was I just fucking talking about? Eminem has a line saying, when I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Then if you go to the Master Key system, they're like, if you ever say you're going to do something, make sure you do it, because if you don't, then subconsciously it's going to start to fuck with shit, and your words actually have less power for you. Because then it's like, oh, well, I usually don't do things, so it's sort of like the Tony Robbins thing of like, well, if you just say affirmations, then your brain will be like, bullshit, you know, like, oh, things are going well, bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that is necessarily the case. In fact, Master Key System says you can sort of balance out negative thoughts by introducing positive ones. I'm not saying to just push things around either, but what I am saying is, if you repeat things are going well 8 times in a row, you're probably going to fucking feel a change. And I think that there may be something to it that everyone in the empowerment community makes fun of positive thinking, or basically just like everyone in the fucking spirituality community makes fun of The Secret, right? There may be something to that. Maybe the law of attraction and positive thinking are so powerful that they give it to you with, what, Norman Vincent Peale on one hand, Rhonda Byrne on the other, and I'm not saying that these people are necessarily good. I can and have pointed out things about each of them, or at least about Rhonda, but they give you the fucking message. And they even literally tell you it's a secret. And they literally say, this is the power of positive thinking. And then it's like, okay. Or they have those as the titles. And then they're like, now we're going to have all of our other people. I'm not saying they're all controlled or whatever, but maybe they are. If this were to be the case, perhaps they say, well, now we're going to have all of our other people badmouth the law of attraction and positive thinking, and so these things really do work, but you're going to walk away not really using them because it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm kind of not allowed. It's just positive thinking. It's really not the best way. It's like, maybe it is. Let's try it. Things are going well. 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 I feel a fucking shift there, man. I'm not fucking kidding you either. And that's not cheap. A shift is not necessarily cheap at all. I'll sit for fucking hours struggling with shit. Or at least in the past I have. And perhaps if I approached it in a different way, it would have been much faster. Richard Bandler. Oh, you want to go to a psychiatrist and like talk about your problems for fucking years and maybe nothing happens and they drug you up? Or do you want to like, you know, maybe there's a faster way that is not only faster but actually works more effectively, is more effective. You know, and he's like, often the faster thing works better. I'm not saying it necessarily does, but in this case, maybe it does. All right, I'm gonna oh yeah, okay. Time for get some hot water. Is that you saying bear or false witness, Matt? Who knows? Okay, let's go. Okay. Now here's where I'm waiting for some hot water maybe, but what I do is I show you a couple interesting things while we're waiting, and then maybe we go to Contra. 55 minutes, right? Ha! Look at this. Okay, out of print book, Rob Ager specifically referred to it, Frogs into Princes. NLP, it's literally CIA agent John Grinder with Richard Bandler, whom I've been referring to, telling you about fucking hypnosis and like neurolinguistic programming. A literal CIA agent. Like, I think it's not even like, oh, like Anderson Cooper, you know, he interned for them, maybe, whatever. It's like, no, like literally I think like it's just outward, like, yes, he is referred, and if I'm wrong, then I apologize, but I think I'm right. And then Bandler. Now here we go. Real People Press. Now how fucking weird is that? Real People Press, this fucking book been out of print for fucking years, and by the way, that's weird too. What? Edited by a guy formerly known as whatever, you can fuck, what? Edited by Steve Andreas, formerly known as John O. Stevens. That's fucking weird too. What does that mean? The S and the A? The S is the one, the A is the one, so that equals 2. Usually, I won't go through all the letters of the name. I'll just do like the first letter of given words and see if that seems meaningful, which I think is how a lot of them might do it, because often it seems indeed meaningful. But Real People Press, that's some hardcore fucking shit. And they're telling you how to take control of your life, and they're criticizing psychiatry and shit. By the way, CIA agent being part of the genesis of this, and the book is like doing shit that psychiatry doesn't do, and yet I was sentenced and partly to during my probation to meet with psychiatrists, and yet the government itself, at least at one point in some tangential way, was sponsoring something where the guy, at least one of the guys, Bandler, the non-CIA guy, but Bandler's very outspoken all the time, you know, basically everywhere you see him. I don't know if there's a single place you'd see him where he wouldn't be likely to first tell you how psychiatry's bullshit. But you got Real People Press, because it's not your psychiatrist fucking reading this shit. Your psychiatrist would say, probably, well, that's been debunked. Yeah, like your fucking, like your pharmaceutical drugs literally have been, fucking bitch. All right, I don't want to be so mean, right? But in any case, very strange. Here's another one though. Here's another one. Now, people sometimes say that pigs are closer to people than monkeys are. And they say evolution might not be real anyway, but that pigs are still closer to people. And maybe people are sort of engineered versions of pigs. And perhaps that's why we're so much fucking smarter than literally any other animal that at least we know about on Earth. Like, are other animals fucking writing books and shit? Anyway, Scott Cunningham. And he's talking about Wicca. And I've been, ever since I bought this book, I've been drawn to it. And now I'm not sure I'm going to get into Wicca. I went so far as on a Substack post to talk about how I was saved by Jesus. And I'm not denying that Jesus may be the way to go. And so I'm also not saying that Wicca necessarily is the way to go. But Cunningham. Now what could that tell us? Perhaps that it takes a Cunningham, a cunning pig person, a pygmy, if you will, a cunning person of the Ham descent, a cunning Hamite, to come to a level of spiritual practice that they commune with nature on their own rather than looking for a priest to tell them what to do. Who knows? Okay. The Solitary Practitioner. If this does become a YouTube video, I think maybe I'll call it the Solitary Practitioner period. That's good. Okay, let's fucking. The Tony Robbins is actually done. We blew through that, so let's. I've got one more today to do, I think, and I've got the Red Dead thing to do, and it's. Thank you. I just switched back to these, so you're a lifesaver, man, as usual. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now that the sound is actually working, right? Still on for RDR? Yes, indeed. In fact, I just mentioned it. You can go back right before you hopped on. I was talking about it silently. But yes, absolutely. Okay, let's see how well this Contra game goes. How are you doing, man? I can beat the first level. That I can do. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Fuck. Can I jump down? Okay, good. And, super important playing this game, you duck. You duck for those things. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no! Damn it! Well, you duck and you don't just get back up again. Now, we haven't done a game over yet, so I still may beat this without having done the game over thing. Oh, in fact, if you don't put extra lives on, then they'll literally... They won't just let you restart. Oh, fuck. This ain't no Nintendo game. Like Eminem says, this life ain't no Nintendo game. Shit. Oh, how many continues do I have? Well, oh, 3. Okay, well, let's see how well we do. Oh, rapid fire, okay. Yeah, let's try it. Yep, oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, excellent. Oh, boy. Oh, no, 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 no. Excellent. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Aww. We still made it farther, or further and farther, distance and metaphor, without dying. I think that's supposed to be rapid fire. But you still have to actually press it at speed. Like, speed you're pressing it. That's fucking speed. Okay. Oh. Oh, nope. Okay. Yeah, you gotta take this... You don't have to, but you can take this one by one. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Darn it. How does Retrobird do it? Man, Retrobird, I don't know if he's long for YouTube. He takes breaks like more than any other fucking YouTuber, and he's leaving until fucking September. I think Retrobird might not quite have it in him. And I don't blame him. He makes good videos, but he might just be like, yeah, man, I kind of said what I had to say. I don't know. He has a hot wife. Like, pretty fucking hot. And he apparently has, like, a pretty good job. And it looked like he and his wife were wearing MAGA hats at the fucking... Oh shit, hold on. No time to fucking joke. Okay, hold on. At the fucking, there's like some game expo that Retrobird got to do a panel at. And like his wife, she was wearing a hat, and so was he, I think. Or at least she was. Or a visor or whatever. It said, "Get on my lawn." Which is his hat. Like, get on my lawn. It's sort of like the anti... I think he's from like California. I think he's probably Libby. He seems that way. He'd probably refer to it as like an anti-MAGA hat, but in any case, it was hilarious because he was walking up to people like wearing the face masks and shit, you know, looking fairly libby themselves, and he and his wife are fucking basically wearing fucking MAGA hats. I mean, again, they weren't, but it was hilarious because that's what it looked like. Oh god. Oh shit. Yeah, I love Retrobird, very nice guy, or seems like a very fucking nice guy, or at least, you know. I mean, like, nice. I think nice is a high bar, but he seems like he's a nice guy. Like, I think would I say he's like a good guy? I don't think he's like all that bad. Oh, we're in the second level here, right? Yeah, this is fun. Contra really mixed it up, for a fucking NES game. Well, actually, given that I think the structure is similar enough to the arcade one, they really mixed it up for a game from back then, and then they kept it for the NES version. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh! Man, I fucking... YouTubers, I think fucking Retrobird's awesome. I like Josh Strife Hayes quite a bit. I still love his fucking format, you know. He'll just do like a was it good, and he'll fucking talk for like fucking 2 hours about a game from the mid-2000s. And, you know, he'll basically just give you the entire game. Like a walkthrough of the game, but he has some good insights. I like Josh. He's super libby too, you know. I probably wouldn't line up with Josh at all, but and in fact, he's a little irritating sometimes. More so than Retrobird, I think. But I think he's a fucking cool guy. I don't know. Yeah, never knows best. He lets it get in the way. Here's the thing. Josh Stripe Hayes doesn't get in the way too much. Retrobird, you could argue gets in the way a little more or a little even less. Never knows best. It's like, you go into one of his newer videos expecting him to be like, well, I'm going to say something as if it's totally objective, and I'm going to be incredibly biased towards the left side of the political spectrum. But I'm going to say it as if not only don't I have any opinions, but this is just the way that it is. But I'm not going to put forth any opinions because I'm also doing that thing where my opinion and anything that I say doesn't actually matter, but everybody knows this. And it's like, but of course, I'm also the guy who would be skeptical that this is just the way it is. But of course, this is just the way it is. Man, I loved Never Knows Best in the past, but Never Knows Best has gotten pretty bad. Okay. And even his fucking name, what? Never Knows Best? He never knows best? Yeah, that's a Redditor fucking name. That's a name where it's like, oh, no, you can't ever argue with me because I already told you I never know best. I'm just saying what's true, so you can't argue with me. It's like, all right, never knows best. I see your fucking, you know, make a name that sort of makes fun of yourself, a self-deprecating name, and then suddenly that means you're better than everybody else, right? Yeah. That's what that, you know, you see that with a lot of Redditor names too. Basically everyone. It's like shitty parasite, and then they act like they're the best person in the world. It's like, you're not fooling anybody, man. Okay. And it's funny too, because I'm not even like a big like, I'm beyond caring about a lot of that shit, but it's still annoying. Yeah, LOL indeed. Those guys could use a few more LOLs. Okay, let's play this one. Now, if Contra 1 was hard, Contra the Alien Wars is like brutal. Just brutal. Is this not the hardest looking, like, first stage of all time? It's about to get worse. Hold on. Oh, fuck. See? 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 Yep. This is a hard game. People say Castlevania is hard. Not as hard as Contra. Oh! Fuck the fuck. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now we're getting into it. Now we got the dog. Oh, good. And this will help us with the dog. Oh, fuck. The homing rockets were what was going to do that. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yep, so this is reminiscent of the first Contra. I don't even think I ever fucking thought about that. This is reminiscent, though, of the end of that first stage. Except it's not the end. Only the beginning. Yep. Just when you thought it was over. Grave diggers! Uh-oh. Is that guy? Okay. Oh, you know what? We don't need this tank anymore. Okay, this is the hard part. I don't even know how to beat this guy. He literally just, like, drives right into you. How do you effing beat him? Maybe if I was still in the tank, actually. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, this is what we're talking about. This is what I want. And, in fact, I don't want that. Go away. Go away. Okay. Yeah, this game is amazing. Shit, up. Oh! Oh, good, okay. Wait a second. How do we get past that? Are you fucking kidding me, man? How do you get past that? Okay, let's try that level at least once more. I said towards the... Oh, you know what? Let's go to the end of these lives. I said towards the beginning of the stream that it's going to be 55 minutes or around there, at least. So, let's stick to that for this one. And then RDR2, I'm thinking at least from like 8 to 10. Just to sort of have a marker for it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's what we want. No! Oh, that was... Oh, good. We have these. You don't want to neglect these bombs. They're helpful. Oh shit! I wasted a bomb actually. Shit. Oh, this guy's not too hard. Oh shit. There are like super hard bosses later, but this guy's fairly easy. Oh shit. Okay. Now the question is, take out the head or the bottom? The heart. Fuck! Ouch. Oh, okay, we're in this part again. This part's fun. Ouch, okay. Nope, nope. See, now I'm just fucking getting sloppy. This is like literal just bad gameplay. Okay. Nope. Yep. And the name of the game is Watch and Wait. Okay. Oh, this is a good gun for this, actually. Really good. Really good. You're almost unstoppable with this strategy. The only thing that can hit you would be the bullets from the heart. And of course those mosquito things. Oh, really? That was a game over? Shit. Oh, okay. Let's try it again. You're not starting me at the beginning, right? Okay. Oh, wait a second. You know what? We don't want to give up the shotgun. This is a really good weapon. Maybe not, though. That shotgun is really perfect for that boss. Oh! Well, it doesn't matter. I think Maximilian Dude might be becoming one of my favorite YouTubers. I've liked him for a while, but like, I think he's pretty good. You've forgotten the buttons on RDR2? I definitely have. Today, you can see a little of me playing it, and I remembered how to whistle. That's about it. Hopefully it won't be too much of a learning curve again. Bro forgot to whistle for his horse. I was actually out of the whistling range. It was even worse than that. I never found that horse again. that horse was missing in action. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, hold on. If it is, I'm gonna have to teach you how to play the game again. You're definitely gonna be telling me like what buttons to push for basic things. You know, I'll probably figure it out if you don't mention it, but I'm definitely gonna be like not knowing right off the bat. Oh shit. Now this look at him doing these attacks. He wasn't doing that before. Oh shit, okay. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, that's good enough. Good enough, actually. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. He's an easy boss, but he's still not that easy. Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for this Contra stream. But yeah, I will be back again at 8 p.m. For Red Dead Redemption 2, and we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a great stream. Okay. And yeah, thanks for hopping on as always. And so see ya later.